This town is big enough for the two of us. Doesn't the saying normally go, this town isn't big enough for the two of us? Well, yeah, but we can share. I'm okay with it. You're my best buddy anyways.
Man, it's been so long since we did it. Like 4 months? Holy crap. Anyway, welcome back to the Plant vs. Zombies Insta Use Challenge in PvZ2. Last time we took care of the Pirate Cove, and this time we're going to the Wild West, where tumbleweeds are around, and zombies like these, and we'll have hats, and soon there's going to be a zombie that's so hard for us Insta-use plants to defeat that would take more premium plants and even a special mint to take care of them in a certain level. I mean, this zombie is so bad that most Insta-use only challenges tend to skip levels with that zombie in it. I will tell you what zombie is that when we get there. But let's start with day number 1. And day number 1 we just doomshroom spammed, with a couple of potato mines here and there. It's kind of simple, yeah, actually. It's the first level day of the level, so what do you expect? Day 2 is another doomshroom potato mine spam, but we are introduced a new type of zombie. That being the dynamite zombie. And sorry, I had to check if I was still recording or not. You see, what this dynamite zombie does, it has like a stick of dynamite in the side of his like thigh, and when the dynamite goes off, it jumps in the very front of the lane, but then just walks backwards. It's kind of like the miner zombie from the first Plant vs. Zombies 1 games. But there's a simple solution to that. We just either explode it or just let it cross the other side of the lane, because Insta-use plants are known for destroying themselves as a zombie either gets close to them, eats them, or just straight up destroys themselves in an instant. Day 3, I decided to switch things up and use solo stage for this one, because why not? Like, I don't want to doomshroom spam all the time. It's going to be too OP if I did that. Anyway, so we have to play. And also from the previous world, we unlocked a plant being Cherry Bomb, which is a straight up insta-use plant where when you place down, it explodes in a 3x3 radius, which does a lot of damage to the zombies. The only downside is it takes forever for it to recharge, and it's kind of expensive, especially to the world but not when you have Solar Sage as your flower sun producer. And there's a new zombie called Piano Zombie, which causes some zombies to dance and go to different lanes and all that. And also it can crush plants. But that doesn't matter if we just exploded. Also, day 4 is just a conveyor belt level, so we skip that crap. Day 5 will introduce us to a new zombie called the Poncho Zombie. You see, Poncho Zombies has a chance of either having nothing on their poncho, or a metal piece, which I like to think is a toaster, or a heater, or whatever the heck it is, under their poncho, which makes them have the same or amount of health, I think, as a Buckethead zombie, I think. But that's not going to matter when most of my plants could just instantly delete them. Like Potato Mine, Enlightenment, and all that. And also I decided to use Enlightenment in this level too. If I need to use Doomshroom, I will bust it out in any of the harder levels. Speaking of which, this level was, or day or whatever, it was very easy. Like, pretty easy. But soon we're going to get to the hard levels. You just need to take my word for it. Just give it a sec, okay? Nothing really to talk about now. You know, I actually never really done any facts for the levels I skipped, so yeah. You might be wondering, why didn't I use Cherry or Chili Beam in Day 5 or in some of the later levels, or in Day 6? Well, here's the thing. I forgot that Chili Bean even existed. Like, you saw in the main world level, I was probably distracted with something, and I completely forgot that Chili Bean existed and is also Insta use, or semi-Insta use. So, you know what I did? I did not use Chili Bean. Also, Day 6 was a playing your defense level, so I just Doomshroom Potato Mine spammed and I won. Day 7 is when I still don't remember that Chili Bean existed, and I just planted a bunch of potato mines and Doomshrooms around. Nothing really much to talk about. Actually, I probably should speed this up. There we go, it's slightly faster now. If I don't know if you can tell or not. But there's a bunch of Poncho zombies here, which, again, they are nothing compared to my bomb plans. And you know what? I haven't really talked about much about, like, fun facts. But if I talk about fun facts about, like, bombs and stuff, that would probably be bad for my luck. So I'm going to talk about fun facts about, like, these mushrooms or potatoes or whatever instas I got. And, yeah. Day 8 is a conveyor belt, so let's skip that. Day 9 is when two things occurred. One, this one's a given plants level that gave me an Insta, so I decided to try to be it. And two, that's when I realized, oh right, Chili Bean exists. Like, I don't know why I forgot about this Insta-use plant. Mainly it has to do with method of insta-killing the zombie by when the zombie eats it, the zombie farts and dies by that. And the fart makes the other zombies, like, stunned. Anyway, you might be thinking, were you able to beat this level? Let's see, what do you think? We have only one insta-use plant that takes a while for it to recharge, and a lot of zombies. So, you put two together, and we also lost. So we just skipped it. Day 10 is going to be one of the hardest levels or days ever, because it introduces us to the most annoying zombie for insta-use plants, that being the Chicken Wrangler zombie. What it does, it has a bunch of chickens wangled around it, and when it either eats a insta-use plant or gets killed by one, it releases a bunch of chickens, which some of my insta-use plants can't even take care of. Like, for example, Chili Bean only takes care of one when it bites into it. Solar Sage can't enlighten chickens somehow. And Potato Mine takes a while for it to recharge, so the chickens might eat it. So, you can see how this will go. Pretty badly, because I lost. So I decided to use Doomshroom for my second try. Because I thought, well, it's a literal nuke. Why should it destroy those chickens? This should be easy for it. Turns out it was pretty hard for Doomshroom, somehow. So on my third try, I decided, you know what, screw all that, I'm using Solar Sage. Because apparently, Solar Sage has this ability where it can enlighten Chicken Wrangler zombies, and which prevents the Chicken Wrangler zombies releasing the chickens. Sometimes. It works when you plant a Solar Sage in front of it, but when you plant a Solar Sage on top of the Chicken Wrangler zombie, it automatically releases its chickens, which I lost, by the way. Day 10, I decided, you know what, screw this, I'm using 2 premium plants for this one, because Chicken Wrangler zombies are annoying as crap. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, Also, this is when I kind of got confused on how Solar Sage works. Because although it does enlighten the chicken wrangler zombies when you're planted right in front of it, when you're planted on top of it, it immediately releases the chickens, which is pretty annoying. And also confused the living heck out of me. But that doesn't matter because I was able to take care of, beat this level finally with only one lawnmower being gone. And all I have to do is nuke the entire area and use Solar Sage. Yay! Day 11. I forgot that the whole purpose of this level was don't spend too much sun, and I instantly lost in my first try. On my second try, that's when I instantly locked the heck in, and I used Solar Sage and spammed Solar Sage everywhere to make sure that that I don't lose the certain amount of sun, and that I won. And it worked. I locked in, paid attention to how much sun that I was using, and I was able to win. So yay! I skipped day 12 because conveyor belt level. Did you know there's a different version of Doomshroom that's in the God Wiki and it looks like this? Which looks nothing like the Doomshroom in the Plant vs. Zombies game, so... Day 13, decided to use a premium plant. Unlock a premium plant this world, and I unlocked chose jalapeno. Why? I don't know. I thought it would be useful for this level. I could be wrong. Also, a new type of zombie, bull wrangler zombies. It's a small imp riding a bull, and if a bull hits on a certain plant, it yeets that imp over that plant. Think pole vaulter, but on a mechanical bull that can walk around. But that doesn't matter because I could just explode it. Also, if you wonder what jalapeno does, it creates it attacks all the zombies in a column, lane, whatever you call it, that does a bunch of fire damage. And, yeah. This level was pretty easy for me. I'm probably not going to use jalapeno a lot. But it's great to use them. So, that's cool. Yeah, I won. Day 14 is one of the few hardest levels out here. Because of the stupid chicken wrangler zombie! That zombie is so annoying. You see, I just explained to you what it does. And I already told you what plant can be able to destroy it. But there's a little downside with Solar Sage. It can only enlighten one zombie at a time. Well, not at a time, just one in total. Meaning that if I enlighten one zombie, and I had to wait until the Solar Sage respawns, it would take, forever for it to reload. Even then, I would have other insta-use plants that the chicken wrangler that would destroy the chicken wrangler zombie that isn't Solar Sage doing the one destroying the chicken wrangler zombie, causing all his chickens to run wild and destroying my whole plan. Especially since when lawnmowers apparently can cause chicken wrangler zombies release their chickens as well, making it so that it's even harder for me to survive when there's a whole stampede of chickens. Even when I use my lawnmowers to take care of them, there might be a chance that I will run over a chicken wrangler zombie, causing it to release even more chickens. And even then, I already explained to you that, I don't know if I explained to you this or not, but Solar Sage cannot enlighten chickens. Why? I don't know. Maybe because it only works on zombies, but chickens are too dumb and small to be enlightened. Oh my gosh, this level is so hard. It was so gosh dang annoying. I decided, you know what? I'm gonna use not one, not two, but 3 premium plans for this level. Maybe that would make this world a lot easier. Guess how well that went? If you guess terrible, you want one of these dumb little chickens! I even decided to use one of these little cranberries because I thought they would help me take care of these chickens. Turns out, they do not help! When I thought hope was lost, and that these stupid chickens ruined my life, that's when a plant came to the heavens from the winter plant section of the heavens, that being escape route. What it does, it works like a potato mine where it takes a while for it to recharge. It has a chance of transferring to either a potato mine, a viable potato mine, a cherry bomb, or a grape shot, which helps me a lot with these dumb little chicken wranglers, and helps me switch around the Insta plants. It's been a lot of help, and I used literally all my lawnmowers for this level, and I do not want to see this level ever again. Day 50 made me wonder why I can't use potato mines. Oh, that's why. You might be wondering what am I gonna do in levels like these? Simple, we're gonna skip them. You know why? Because I make the rules, and just like the pick your own plants, conveyor belts, and all that, it isn't literally impossible for it to beat this level with only instas. So let's skip this level. Day 16, I completely forgot that I was supposed to protect this walnut from the zombies, and I kind of let it die, causing me to lose this level, or day, or whatever. So, whoopsie doodles, or whatever the crap people say nowadays. So, I decided to try again. And this time, I actually paid attention to my walnut and made sure that it doesn't die. Like someone who knows what they're doing and isn't getting distracted. And it worked pretty well, if I consider it. I even planned for the walnut so it has a protective shield on it, which also helped it a lot. And after doing all that, I won. So yay! Day 17, protect the row of flowers. I rented the chili pepper to see if it will help me with this level. Chili pepper does the same thing as jalapeno, but instead of making a fire lane, it makes an ice lane. Instead of being one lane, it's like one lane, but the 2 lanes next to each other is a little bit weaker and freezes the zombies. Yeah. Is that I don't know what else to say here, but I was able to win this level. Yippee! You know how I said in the previous level with level 14, is that how I don't want to see another level that's like that? Well, this one is even worse! Because this is a plan your defense level, meaning that certain plants that either produce sun or cause 0 are not allowed. That includes solar sage. And I even looked through the plants to see if I can use any of the plants I have. Apparently, I can't. I even tried planting a bunch of potato mines and doom shrooms to help me with this. It went as well as you can see here. Went good so far, but as one lane has an opening, it crumbles quickly. I tried again, but this time with chili bean. It went terrible. I decided to look through YouTube videos to see if anyone else did these challenges, which some did, and how would they do in these levels. Most of them just skipped it. Which sucks. So does that mean that I'm gonna have to skip this level too? Nah! You see, when I was looking through all the list of plants, only a few plants that cause zeros on would grade it out. That being the mints. And yes, I'm counting mints as insta use because mints are technically insta use because when you use them, they do their thing, stay there for a board for 5 or 10 minutes, and then disappears. And if we're allowed to use potato mines as semi-insta use, the same works for mints. So I used the inflatement, and I beat this level in my first try, second try, third try. Yeah. Took me a lot of tries to do this level. Massive shout out to the plant food being able to reset the seed package recharge back to 0, so I could use the plant again. Also, I never used the bomb mint, so yeah. Day 19. I can't lose 8 more than X amount of plants. You know what that means? Skip and a fast. Did you know there's a band in Japanese that call themselves the Chili Beans for some reason? Day 20 is a conveyor belt, so skip. Day 21. Protect the endangered flowers. So, yeah. Anyway, this one was pretty easy. And also, don't waste such amount of sun. Which is also pretty easy considering the fact that Solar Sage costs 0. And I just spammed the living quote out of that. And yeah, this level was pretty simple. Pretty easy for me to deal with. And I won. Yay! Day 22 is a given plants level where it gave me potato mine and iceberg lettuce. You can probably guess how this went. Pretty bad. Day 23 said don't lose X amount of plants, so you gotta be kidding me. Did you know that chili pepper seeds are not the spiciest part of the pepper? The hardest part of the pepper is actually the part of the pepper where the seeds are located next to the pepper's white membrane. Pretty cool, huh? Also, there's over 25 types of chili peppers, so that's pretty cool. Probably should have saved that fact for later, but I don't care. Day 24, the last and final day of this world. Also, since I finally get to breathe, I want to tell you something. I decided after each 3 worlds, I'm allowed to unlock 1 mint plant, because the mint plants are pretty OP on themselves. And today I'm going to use the fire mint, because it's board clearer, and it's going to be real helpful and useful for the next world where we had to go up against the snowy place. But anyway, this level day is going to be super hard because chicken wrangler zombies, and I also had to protect the walnuts from, dying, which I lost in my first try. I failed on my second try, and on my third try. But on my 4th and final try, that's when I finally locked in, and I used more than 1 premium plant. Because I'm doing the whole, if I lose to a level more than 3 times, then I'm allowed to use other premium plants that I unlocked. And if that doesn't work, then I'm just going to use any premium plants that I have, but I haven't technically unlocked yet. And if that doesn't work, then I'm just going to keep retrying until I win. That's my motto. Keep trying over and over again until I win. And day 24 was pretty simple. The chickens were very annoying. A bunch of close calls. I ended up having to plant through all the walnuts so they can have armor around them. So they're safe and protected. I nuked the entire map, and all that's left is 1 brighter bull, which apparently can fart even though it's a robot. Well, that's all for today. Chicken regular zombies were annoying as crap. I hope I don't have to deal with any zombies that are like that. And see y'all next time. Bye-bye.